Alright, hello again, everyone. YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Some of y'all are probably sick of hearing me saying that, but I like it. So, Ode to the Truman Show, if you don't know that. Anyways, okay, this is a different type of reaction review than normal. The few I've done, again, which have basically been trailers, movie reviews, and honest trailers, of course, which were funny as crap. So I was about to edit or put up a couple that I've done today, and turn the program off, and then I see this: why you hate or love Sword Art Online. And I am one person. I love Sword Art Online. It has its problems, of course. I mean, I'm not a blind fanboy, be like, oh my god, it's so perfect or anything. But again, I love my Sword Art Online. Anyway, so let's see. And I've watched some videos about why people love it or hate it, or trying to give a objective or semi-objective view to it, and I find myself agreeing with a lot of the points. But anyways, let's watch this video and see what there is.
Slow clap for you all. Never in the history of this channel have we seen so much hate towards the topic we covered. Some of you really hate SAO, but some of you really love it. So, much like every religious prophet ever, I will try to bridge the gap between two misunderstood peoples, and bring both sides together to form a better society for all to enjoy. Or, I'll be called cancer and told to kill myself. To become this messiah, I'm prepared to not only explain why people love this anime, but also why people hate it, and how each group can understand the other. So let's dive back into the world of Aincrad once more, to see if we can figure out where it all went wrong, and why so many hate this anime, while so many others love it. Why do people like SAO? Well, it's pretty fucking simple, people. It's a cool concept with entertaining fight scenes. The key word here is entertaining, not necessarily good. To get what I mean, you have to think about why most people are watching an anime, or any TV show for that matter, or even anything on Treacicle. We tried making some deep shit before, but people just wanted more poop jokes, damn it! By the way, shout out to any of you who have been watching since that video came out. That's a really long time, so yeah, thanks and stuff. But back to SAO. Fans enjoy the show because it's entertaining, and that's exactly what they're looking for. They aren't looking for intense meaning and deep characters. They aren't looking for something philosophical and life-altering. They want to relax and enjoy something that doesn't make the brain second-guess its own reality. Sometimes Batman just wants to take off his cape and watch cartoons, you know? Because when it comes down to it, SAO's core concept is so simple that even a caveman could understand it. Stuck in game. If die, then dead. Beat game? No die. I know making fans of the show sound kind of dumb right now, but that's not what I'm trying to say. What I mean is that fans of SAO like the relaxed yet stimulating entertainment they get from it. I bet even people who hate SAO enjoy at least one show that's like this. It's that same feeling you get from watching sitcoms or game shows or, dare I say it, Let's Plays. Or yes, a lot of the videos on this channel. Fans of any of these genres aren't watching to actively engage their brain in thought or difficult concepts, they're just watching for pure entertainment. The same could be said for fans of SAO. So yes, most of SAO storylines are shallow, ending within one episode. Sure, there's some trauma, loss, and pain that affect Kirito, but that could be argued for nearly any main character of anything ever. But people still enjoy SAO because the show itself is entertaining without being overly difficult to understand. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a basic form of entertainment, one that we see a lot of here on YouTube. It's appealing to the lowest common denominator, which means that it appeals to the widest variety of people. Children can enjoy it, teenagers can enjoy it, adults can enjoy it, men and women can enjoy it. But because of that, an idea that could have created something extremely unique and exceptional was instead written to make sure anyone could like it. Now, there are definitely some drawbacks for this, because writers are trying to engage both adults and kids and everything in between. Storylines like love interests and the overall plot have to be kept at a basic level. The main focus of the show is on fighting, with bits of character relationships stirred in to give viewers a deeper connection to the characters. It's the exact same concept that made Dragon Ball Z so popular, and it's a proven formula that works. And I love Dragon Ball Z. This doesn't mean that the writing of the show has to be bad, but it does mean that the writers can't get too complicated. Now here's where I think SAO slipped up, and why so many people really hate it. We saw tons of comments saying that SAO is bad because of bad writing, and in a way, that's true. But I want to dig a little deeper. At the beginning of SAO, we're given a main character who could actually be interesting. Kirito is someone who is good at the game, but has a hard time interacting with other people, and seems pretty shy and reserved. This is great! He's obviously an above-average player, and has prior experience in the beta helping him out, but he isn't without his flaws. That's actually a decent character. Kirito's story arc could have been written so that he had to rise to the occasion, get over his insecurities with other people, and, as it became apparent that he was the strongest player, become a leader, and band the frontline fighters together behind him to win the game. But instead, the writers really just turned him into a flawless hero. We had a realistic main character that became a flawless one, and no one can relate to someone without flaws. That's where we get into bad writing. But bad writing doesn't stop the show from being entertaining. Do you see the break we're getting at here? Many people watch SAO and go in believing the show is going to have good writing as well as plot and character development all the way through. They expect Asuna to continue to be a hot-tempered badass and not become the perfect waifu after she gets with Kirito. They expect Kirito to have to overcome his own problems and insecurities in order to overcome the game, when in reality that just isn't what happens. What could have been a truly interesting exploration of living a virtual life versus a real one, of virtual love transferring to real life, and of a flawed hero overcoming his own mental barriers to save everyone, devolved into a lot of fan service and a shit ton of awesome fighting with very little real plot development. So little, in fact, that Kirito and Asuna just decide to take a break from fighting for a couple episodes and have a weird honeymoon plotline on Floor 22. These episodes lead up to facing the Floor 75 boss and Heathcliff, which is just bad plot design. But there's a reason the writers wrote SAO this way. Remember, they're trying to appeal to everyone. Because in the end, it isn't about how many people loved the show or how many people hated it, it's about how many people watched. And guess what? Tons of people like watching a dude who's OP as shit win over a bunch of girls and kick the shit out of a ton of monsters. Children who won't care about the plot are all about those pretty colors and cool fight scenes. Teenagers will take an interest in the slow-growing Asuna-Kirito relationship that explodes in a near-death experience. And both adolescents and adults can appreciate the brilliance of designing a story around being trapped in a virtual world. There are truly great things about SAO. The setting and overarching plot are fantastic. The entire idea of SAO is fucking incredible. But it's when we get into the specific plot lines and characters that it all begins to fall apart. And after the first story arc, when they're no longer trapped inside SAO, the series really begins to have story issues. But here's the thing, I can still enjoy watching SAO. I get both sides of this argument. If you hate SAO, you wanted it to be something that it never got to be. And I get that. I also want to see deeper character development and better writing that really focuses on Kirito having to overcome his flaws. I want to see Asuna continue to be a complete badass whose love-hate relationship with Kirito doesn't flop into obedient waifu bullshit after they get together. But if you love SAO, I get that too. You see the brilliance of the setting and how such a simple overarching plotline could make something amazing. You love awesome fight scenes in a breathtaking world, but you didn't set any expectations for the plot or the characters. Instead, you came for the fighting and entertainment, and the show delivered on those promises. You saw that the animation was phenomenal for when it first came out, that the soundtrack was pretty sweet, and that the show itself was entertaining. And that was enough to make you not really care that the writing and characters were pretty meh, especially once Asuna went full waifu on us. Do you see what I'm saying? Neither side of this argument is completely wrong or right. All of you who hate SAO, I get it. As someone who analyzes video games and other stuff for a living, I see that the plot could have been way better. And yes, all the characters have less flavor than water, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the show for what it is. All of you who love SAO, I get that too. Because when I look past its flaws, I find gorgeous animation, good music, and great entertainment. But hey, I'm just a self-proclaimed SAO prophet trying to bring two warring groups together under the Union of Understanding. And if that doesn't work, we all still like boobs, right? So if I was successful, let me know in the comments by writing, "You are the chosen one," or, "Yes, I too like boobs." And if I wasn't and you still hate people who have opposing views from yours, let me know why I'm super wrong. I'm curious to see why all of you love and hate SAO, because this was just like my opinion, man. So I want to know yours. If you haven't seen our Story Never Knew on Kirito and SAO, you can check that out right now. Let us know if you want more content on SAO, because I've got plenty more to say on it. And don't forget to subscribble blurb.
Okay, well, pretty much what I expected. Again, from many other videos I've watched. Again, like I said, SAO perfect by no means. I've read a lot of criticisms and stuff, and I understand. And people are like, what was Ricky Kawahara thinking when he wrote this? But when all said and done, it is. I mean, the anime, and to an extent, of course, the light novels are based off of. I mean, just fun. Entertainment. Yes, they're not as deep and thought-provoking as you might like. Again, as they showed clips of her say Death Note, which again is a fucking awesome series. I mean, again, you look at all the adaptations and everything, but yeah, I mean, again, is Kirito extremely OP? Yes. Is Asuna? And I hope I don't say this wrong because I'm working on learning my Japanese. Tsunade. Uh, anyways, is she that type of character? Again, the badass at first, and then turns into the nagging, whining girlfriend. Blah 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 blah. Yes, at first at least, until she's somewhat redeemed in Mother's Rosario, which is awesome. And I'm wondering. This is kind of side note, of course, from the anime or whatnot. If I'm hoping that she, as I'm reading, I've of course watched all the anime, and like I said, I'm slowly reading through the light novels again to see what extra little things weren't put in the anime. But in the light novels, after Mother's Rosario, there's Project Alchemization, and which the little bit summaries I've read are interesting. But it doesn't mention many of the other characters, but it does Asuna. And so I'm hoping that the return to form they brought of her in Mother's Rosario continues to some extent in Project Alchemization. But anyways, yeah, I mean, as the Treagle made the point again, yes, we have many episodes that one episode story, Elizabeth Silica or whatever, one and done. It's kind of pointless in the grand scheme of things. But overall, again, the show is just fun, and that's what's called. If you're not looking for something again to overanalyze and this and that, it's just fun, and that's why I love SAO. And again, it makes me again fantasize and long for if we do come to that point where VR is so real. I mean, again, where you're gonna have all your senses in there. Yeah, I doubt that's happening anytime soon. But to immerse yourself more into it, to be part of one of those worlds. Anyways, so that's just my thoughts, my opinions. Feel free to like, dislike if you don't like it. Comment, subscribe, share. But anyways, peace.